Good morning, students. This is Sanjay Sinha from Aurora International School, and a very hearty welcome to everyone to Aurora online classes. My dear students, in my previous class, I taught you about the articles, and in today's session, I'll begin with the same. In my previous class, I taught you the types of articles. At the same time, I taught you the position of articles, where to use articles. One more thing I would like to tell you, that articles are used before nouns. So, if you have to use an article, you need to use before a noun. This is what I taught in my previous class. If there is an adjective, articles should be used before adjectives. If there is an adverb before an adjective, articles should be used before an adverb. But the presence of noun is a must. Without the presence of noun, if there is no noun, in any case you can't use articles. So there are two types of articles, definite article and indefinite articles. Actually, a and an are indefinite articles and the is called a definite article. So there are two types of articles, definite article, the is called definite article, and a and an are called indefinite articles. This is what I taught you in my previous class. And at the same time, I also taught you where to use articles. Before a noun first. If there is an adjective before a noun, put an article before an adjective. If there is an adverb before an adjective, you need to put an article before an adverb. But in all the cases, keep one thing in your mind, and that is you should put before an adverb, before an adjective, but there should be a noun after them. If there is no noun after them, you can't use any articles. So this is what I taught you in my previous class. My dear students, in today's class, let's go for the usage of a and an. You must have read in your previous classes. It's not a new lesson for you. A is used before a consonant and is used before a vowel. So here we shall try to understand where to use a and where to use an. Let us try to understand it. A plus, for your convenience, I have written a plus consonant sounded word. Suppose he is a boy. She is a girl. It is an orange. Let's try to understand. Before I go for the usage of a and an, I would like to teach you that as far as the usage of a and an are concerned, I am talking especially about a and an. They are used before singular countable nouns. Keep in your mind, singular countable nouns. A and an are used before singular countable nouns. Countable nouns. A and an. So always keep in your mind that a and an are used before singular countable nouns. Have a look. He is a boy. The first example. He is a boy. Boy is a noun, you know. But boy is singular, you know. At the same time, it is singular and it is a countable noun. You can count it. So, boy is a singular countable noun where you can use a. Girl is also a noun and it is a singular countable noun. It is not plural. You can use a. And this is a consonant. B gives a consonant sound. G gives a consonant sound. So, before consonant sounded words, we use a, and the first condition for a noun is to be, a noun should be singular countable, and they are singular countable. It is an orange. Dear students, orange is also a countable noun. It is not a plural noun, it's a singular noun. So orange you can count it, so it's a countable, number one. Now is it singular or plural? It is singular. So before singular countable nouns we can use a and an. Now never use a and an before plural nouns and uncountable nouns. Suppose boys, books, girls, they are countable nouns, but they are plural. They are plural countable nouns. Benches, fans, dogs, walls, chairs, they are plural countable nouns. So no a and an before plural countable nouns, number one, and no a and an before uncountable nouns. One more thing. If those uncountable nouns are used as countable nouns, then in that case we can use a and an before uncountable nouns too. But as I have said that we should not use a and an before plural countable nouns. Number one, no a and before plural countable nouns, number one. Number two, don't use a and an before uncountable nouns. Keep these two things in your mind. Now, can we use a and an before uncountable nouns? We can use a and an before uncountable nouns when they are used as countable nouns. Suppose water. Water is cold. Can you say, oh, water is cold? Oh, water is cold? You can't say. Why can't you say? You can't say because water is an uncountable noun, so you can't use or water is cold. But if this water is used as a countable noun, suppose if I say here is a glass of water, glass of water, you can use like this. Here is a glass of water, a glass of water, a pot of water, a bottle of water, like this you can use it. But when water is an uncountable noun, nothing of such expressions like a glass of water, a pot of water, a jug of water, a bottle of water is there. So if you don't find such expressions, don't use a and an before uncountable nouns. And if you find such expressions like that, a glass of water, a pot of water, a bottle of water, you can use a and an. So dear students, it is clear that never use a and an. Actually a and an are indefinite articles and they are not used before countable nouns, number one. Then they are also not used, means a and an are not used before uncountable nouns. Is that clear? Number two, let us talk about this a and u. As I have said that a and an are used before singular countable nouns, not before plural, neither before plural nor before uncountable nouns. Then what is left, my dear students? Only singular countable nouns are left, where before them we should use a and an. Singular countable. One more thing, uncountable nouns are always singular. Uncountable nouns are always singular because they don't have any plural forms. So since uncountable nouns they can't be counted, so uncountable nouns can't be counted, you cannot make plural of them. That is why uncountable nouns are always singular. So here a and an are used before singular countable noun. Let us talk about the sounds. As I have said some time ago that we usually use a before consonant sounded word and before vowel sounded word. It is an apple. I have an apple. I have an apple. A is a vowel. I have a book. I have a book. You see? Book, first of all, try to identify. Book is a singular countable noun. It is not books. So it is a singular countable noun, and the first sound, the sound of the first letter, B, this is vowel, this is consonant. So use a. Again, apple is also a singular countable noun, and the first, it begins with the first letter A. A, I, O, U, E. They are vowels. So before vowel sounded words we use and before consonant sounded words we use a. This is the basic difference between the use of a and. So be it the use of a and you should use before singular countable nouns. Let us try to understand any singular countable noun in this world. Use a and according to the sounds. Now try to understand one more difference that I would like to share with you all. This is a book, consonant sound. C is a girl, vowel sound. Sorry, this is consonant. It is an apple, vowel sound, and it is an orange, vowel sound, O, and vowel sound, apple, and G, consonant sound, that's why A is here, B, consonant sound, that's why A is here. So it is clear from these examples that we use a and before singular countable nouns. Number one. Number two, we use a before consonant sounded words and before vowel sounded words. But what happens? Let us talk about the sounds. Suppose he is university professor. University professor. Have a look. University professor. Life is dash union of joys and sorrows. Try to understand. O-U-E. A-I-O-U-E, they are vowels, you know. Let us talk about it. He is university professor. What is the first letter? University. But the first sound is not vowel. Though it is a vowel letter. It's a vowel. U is a vowel. Like it is an umbrella. It is an umbrella. This is U and it produces vowel sound. Umbrella. Umbrella. Vowel. They all are vowel sounded words in Hindi. In English, A, I, O, U, E, they are vowel sounded. They are vowels. University professor. What should I write? Should I write he is an university professor or a university professor? Which is correct? We should write a university professor. Why? University. Though it is a vowel, but it does not produce in form it is a vowel, but it gives us a consonant sound. U. This comes like that. U. In Hindi, like that. U. Ya. So this is U, and U it is a vowel in form, but it gives us, it produces a consonant sound. It is not, it doesn't come under like that a, e, u, a. It doesn't come like that. It is not pronounced like that. A is not there in any vowel. So A is not there in any vowel. This U is a vowel, but it produces consonant sound. That is why, what should we use? We should use a. So he is a university professor. Take another example. Life is a union of, again U, like U, ya. So life is a union of joys and sorrows. Similarly, he is a European. A European. E is a vowel, you know, but this doesn't give us a vowel sound. It is a vowel, but it is pronounced as consonant. European, European, like that. It comes like that. So European, it is also pronounced as U. So he is a European. Like that, it is an elephant. E is a vowel and it is pronounced as a vowel. It is an elephant. This is a vowel and this is also pronounced as a vowel. So it is clear. Now, he is a one-eyed man. One-eyed man. One. O-N-E, one. O is a vowel, but it gives us a consonant sign. One. In Hindi we write like this. One. So O is pronounced as V. Wa. He is a one-eyed man. So it is clear from this lesson that we use N before consonant sounded, even if it is a vowel, yet it gives a consonant sound. That is why we should, being a vowel, if it gives a consonant sound, we should use A, and being a consonant, if it gives a vowel sound, we should use N. Suppose like that. He is an honest man. Honest man. Have a look. Honest man. An honest. H. Honest. This H is silent. Actually, H is a consonant, but it produces vowel sound. Honest. So he is an honest man. Though it is H. H produces vowel sound. That is why we need to use an. So dear students, even if there is a vowel, and if a vowel gives you a consonant sound, then you should put a, and if it is a vowel, you should put an. So this is the basic difference between A and N. But one more thing you should try to understand, be it A and N, you should use them as for consonant sound and vowel sound. Number one. Number two, be it A and N, you should use them before singular countable nouns. And if you use like that, the thing should be better. Thank you very much, my dear students. This is what I have taught today, and that's all for today. And we shall meet in our next class. Till then, be happy, stay blessed, keep learning, keep practicing, keep working at home. Thank you very much.